Hello student, how are you? Today's topic very interesting topic. তোমরা কি কেউ বুঝতে পারছো কি টপিক নিয়ে আজকে আলোচনা করব? খুব ইন্টারেস্টিং টপিক. Topic is structure of heart. Okay? Today's topic structure of heart. Very important topic. What is heart? Heart is a pump machine which supply the blood to all parts of our body due to contraction and relaxation of the pumping machine. Means heart হচ্ছে একটা পাম্প মেশিন যেটা আমাদের শরীরে কি করে রক্তকে সরবরাহ করছে। শুধু রক্ত নয়, তার সঙ্গে আমাদের কি যাচ্ছে বলতো? তার সঙ্গে আমাদের যাচ্ছে অক্সিজেন, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট, সমস্ত সেলের মধ্যে পৌঁছে যাচ্ছে। আর বডিতে যে ওয়েস্ট মেটেরিয়ালগুলো তৈরি হচ্ছে সেগুলো আমাদের দেহ থেকে বের করে দিতেও হেল্প করছে এই হার্ট ডিউ টু সার্কুলেশন। ওকে, সো টুডেস টপিক স্ট্রাকচার অফ হার্ট. Okay, so different organism heart, different types of heart is there. Okay, like fish, suppose fish. Okay, fishes only one atrium and one ventricle. One atrium and one ventricle is present in case of fish. মাছের ক্ষেত্রে কি দেখা যায় যে একটাই অলিন্দ একটাই নিলয় অবস্থিত। ওকে, একটাই অলিন্দ একটাই নিলয় হলে কি হবে? একটাই অলিন্দ আর একটাই নিলয় যদি হয় তাহলে হবে কি হবে না, দূষিত রক্ত আর বিশুদ্ধ রক্ত মানে অক্সিজেনেটেড ব্লাড ডিঅক্সিজেনেটেড ব্লাড মিক্সড হয়ে যাবে। সো ইট ইজ incomplete and it is single circulation. It is single circulation and here oxygenated and deoxygenated blood mixed. That's why it is called venous heart. It is called venous heart. Okay, so first fish one atrium one ventricle. So atrium one ventricle, so blood, oxygenated blood deoxygenated blood mixed, that's why venous heart. Then amphibian. In case of amphibian, what is it occur? There are two atrium and one ventricle. Two atrium and one ventricle. Okay, and in case of, so here also incomplete circulation, incomplete double circulation. In atrium, that oxygenated, one side oxygenated blood, another side deoxygenated blood is present, but in ventricle their blood is mixed, so this is incomplete double circulation. বোঝা যাচ্ছে? Okay, next, in case of vertebrate or mammals we have two atrium and two ventricle. So atrium and ventricle are left atrium, left ventricle, like this. This is left atrium, this is left ventricle, this is right atrium, this is right ventricle. So they are separate to each other. This side oxygenated blood and this side deoxygenated blood is present. That's why this is the complete and double circulation. তাহলে different organism, different types of heart is present. Okay, then heart we divide into two types. Two types. One, neurogenic heart, another is neurogenic heart, and another is myogenic heart. Myogenic heart. Two types of heart is there, neurogenic heart and myogenic heart. Neurogenic heart means the heart impulse form with the help of nerve, and myogenic heart, their heart impulse means systole contraction occurred due to the myocardial muscle. One type of muscle is there, helps for this contraction of relaxation of heart, and neurogenic heart, their contraction and relaxation occur with the help of nerve. Okay, so these are the two, neurogenic heart and myogenic heart. Human's heart is myogenic heart because it contract and relax with the help of one cardiac muscle. Okay, next, location. এবার আমাদের জানতে হবে হার্টটা কোথায় আছে, হার্ট আমাদের। হ্যাঁ, আমরা তো বলি হার্ট, আমরা দিয়ে দিলাম, হার্ট দিয়ে নিলাম, হার্ট কোথায় আছে? হার্ট আছে হচ্ছে আমাদের in our chest cavity, between two lungs. Location of heart in our chest cavity between two lungs, slightly tilted to the left lungs. Okay, so between two lungs and slightly tilted to the left lungs, the heart is located. Okay, then covering. The covering of heart is pericardium. What is the covering of heart? The covering of heart is pericardium. Okay, it has two layers. One is parietal and another is visceral. Two layers is present. One is parietal and visceral, and between two layers there is a fluid. It is called pericardial fluid. It helps to protect the heart, and these are the shock absorber. So pericardium also covering of heart, and it helps it act as a shock absorber. Okay, so this is the covering of heart. Okay, বোঝা যাচ্ছে, বুঝতে পারছো? Okay, next, wall of heart. First, try to draw a heart structure. Suppose this is the structure of heart. Okay, then the wall of heart. The heart outer covering is pericardium. Then heart made by three layers. The outer covering is called epicardium. the outer covering, and middle is myocardium, and in inner side is endocardium. Three layer: epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. Okay, the epicardium and endocardium is made by squamous epithelial tissue. Okay, and myocardium is one type of involuntary muscles. These are the wall of heart. Okay, so three layers is there. One is epicardium, outer layer; middle layer myocardium, and inner layer endocardium. Okay, next, the heart is, how many chamber is there? Four chamber is there. One is, this is left atrium, this is left atrium. Okay, this is right atrium, this is left ventricle, and this is right ventricle. So how many chamber is there? Four chamber. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left atrium, okay, right atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle, and between two atrium there is a membrane. It is called intra-auricular septum. It is called intra-auricular septum. This membrane is called intra-auricular septum. Okay, and between two ventricle there is a membrane. It is called intraventricular septum. Intra-auricular septum, and this is intraventricular septum. And between atrium and ventricle there also a membrane is present. It is called atrioventricular membrane. It is called atrioventricular. There is a membrane. It is called atrioventricular membrane is present between this atrium and ventricle. There is a membrane, atrioventricular membrane. Okay, so two atrium, two ventricle. Atrium are separated by intra-auricular septum, ventricle are separated by intraventricular septum. Okay, and during embryonic stage there in intra-auricular septum there present a pore. Okay, it is called foramen foramen ovale, and after mature, that time this pore close with the help of tissue, but this impression is present in intra-auricular septum. It is called fossa ovalis. It is called fossa ovalis. It is called fossa ovalis. Okay, so between two membrane, between intra-auricular septum, in intra-auricular septum a pore is present, and in during embryonic stage it is called foramen ovale, and after that it is closed with the help of muscle, but its impression present there. It is called, that portion is called fossa ovalis. Okay, next, vessels. Vessels. Which vessels? Vessels first in left atrium. What vessels is there? Now in left atrium they are present pulmonary vein. They are present pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein. How many vein is there? Total in human being 4 pulmonary vein is present. Okay, then in right atrium they are present one superior vena cava and another inferior vena cava, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, and they are also present coronary sinus. Coronary superior, this one superior vena cava, this one inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus is present. Okay, in right atrium the blood on superior vena cava and inferior vena cava and opening of coronary sinus. This coronary sinus, what is the function? Now this coronary sinus receive the impure blood from the left and right side of the heart through coronary vein. This coronary sinus receive the blood and it drains into the right atrium, which receive left and right side of the heart of coronary vein. From the coronary vein থেকে যে ব্লাডটা আসে impure ব্লাডটা through coronary sinus কোথায় যায় না right atrium এ চলে যায়। ঠিক আছে, from the right ventricle, this right ventricle, the largest artery in left ventricle, the largest aorta, arch of aorta arises from the left ventricle. The largest artery arises. This is the largest aorta. The largest aorta arises from the left ventricle. Okay, and from the right ventricle pulmonary artery arises which attach with the lungs. This is the pulmonary artery attached with lungs. Okay, so these are the vessels present. So in left atrium 4 pulmonary vein is present. In right atrium superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary sinus is present. And in right ventricle the pulmonary artery is attached, and in right ventricle this arch of aorta is origin. That's the vessels are present. Okay, then wall of atrium is this picture. The wall of atrium is less thicker than the wall of ventricle. The wall of ventricle less thicker. Wall of atrium is less thicker than the wall of ventricle. Why? Because the atrium only supply the blood from atrium to ventricle. বুঝতে পারছো? বলছে এই মেস ওয়াল যে ভেন্ট্রিকেলের যে অ্যাট্রিয়ামের যে ওয়াল ভেন্ট্রিকেলের থেকে অনেকটা পাতলা হয়। কেন না, কারণ এটি শুধুমাত্র পাম্প করে ব্লাডটিকে ভেন্ট্রিকেলে পাঠানোর জন্য, কিন্তু ভেন্ট্রিকেল কি করে, ইট সাপ্লাই দ্য ব্লাড টু অল পার্টস অফ আওয়ার বডি। দেন অ্যানাদার কম্পেয়ার যদি তোমরা করো দেখতে পাবে যে ওয়াল অফ right ventricle, then the left ventricle wall is more thicker. Why? Because the right ventricle only supply the blood to the lungs, but left ventricle supply the blood to all parts of our body from head to leg. That's why need more pressure. That's why the muscle of left ventricle is more thicker than the right ventricle. Okay, and right ventricle is the largest part, okay, of the heart. Largest, this heart. Here, compare with left and right. Left is the more bigger than the right, and the muscles are in left atrium. They are present. This muscle is not smooth. There are some rigid is present. This is what are the causes of this? This causes for it helps to increase the surface area. It increases the surface area of heart and contain more blood. Okay, that's why these are the some constriction ridges are present is there. Okay, in ventricle this ridge is called columni carni. Okay, it is called columni carni. This ridges is called columni carni. Okay, columni carni. And this is, they are present some muscles. It is called papillary muscle. These are the papillary muscles are present. Here also papillary muscles are present. These papillary muscles attach with cuspid valve through a thread-like structure. Attached with cuspid valve. Their cuspid valve is present. Attached with cuspid valve. It is called chordae tendineae. It is called chordae tendineae. Okay, these are the chordae tendineae attached with cuspid valve. What is the function of chordae tendineae? It protects the valve. Okay, it protects the valve. This is the function. So this is the columni carni, and they are present papillary muscle, and papillary muscles to cuspid valve. The thread-like structure is called chordae tendineae. It's made by collagen. Okay, it is the collagenous layer form. Okay, that's the valve. Then valve. What are the valve is present? Valves. First, right atrium. In right atrium, what valve is present? In right atrium, two valve is present. One is eustachian valve, another is Thebesian valve. In right atrium, eustachian valve and okay, eustachian valve is present. You understood? বুঝতে পারছেন কি বলছি? যে কি ভালভ থাকে? ইউস্টেচিয়ান ভালভ থাকে। ইউস্টেচিয়ান ভালভ থাকে, আর কি থাকে না আরেকটা ভালভ থাকে এখানে হচ্ছে তোমার থিবেসিয়ান ভালভ। বুঝতে পারছো? Thebesian valve. তাহলে in right atrium two valve is present, eustachian valve and Thebesian valve. Eustachian valve present near the inferior vena cava and right atrium. Eustachian valve present near the right atrium, near the inferior vena cava, and Thebesian valve present opening of the coronary sinus. Okay, তাহলে these two valve present in right atrium. In left atrium, no valve is present. Left atrium এ কোনো valve থাকে না. Clear? And then atrioventricular foramen. Atrioventricular foramen. Okay, there two valve is present. One is bicuspid, another is tricuspid. কি valve আছে তাহলে? One bicuspid valve and another tricuspid valve. Bicuspid and tricuspid valve present atrioventricular foramen. There bicuspid valve present between left atrium and left ventricle, and tricuspid valve present between right atrium and রাইট ভেন্ট্রিকেল। লেফট অ্যাট্রিয়াম আর লেফট ভেন্ট্রিকেলের মাঝখানে বাইকাসপিড ভালভ, রাইট অ্যাট্রিয়াম আর রাইট ভেন্ট্রিকেলের মাঝখানে ট্রাইকাসপিড ভালভ। বাম দিকে বাই, এই কথাটা মনে রাখবে, বাম দিকে বাই, তার মানে বাইকাসপিড প্রেজেন্ট লেফট সাইডে। ক্লিয়ার? ওকে। নেক্সট, লেফট ভেন্ট্রিকেল। Left ventricle. Which valve present? Which valve present in left ventricle? In left ventricle, there arise the arch of aorta. So there opening up of the arch of aorta in left ventricle, there present a valve. It is called semilunar aortic valve. Aortic semilunar valve. Semilunar valve. Okay, these are the semilunar valve. What are present? Now between arch of aorta and left ventricle, they are present semilunar valve, and between pulmonary artery and in right atrium, right ventricle, they are present also semilunar valve. Which valve? Now this is pulmonary artery, that's why pulmonary semilunar valve. This is arch of aorta, that's why aortic semilunar valve. Okay, that's about the valve. How many valve is there? In left atrium, no valve is there. In right atrium, Eustachian valve and Thebesian valve is there. In left ventricle, semilunar valve is there, pulmonary aortic semilunar valve. In right ventricle, pulmonary semilunar valve is there. In atrioventricular foramen, there bicuspid and tricuspid valve is present. Okay, so that's about the structure of heart. Okay, and there two types of circulation occur, that's why it is called double circulation. One is systemic circulation, another is pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. Okay, next day I'll discuss about circulation. Okay, student, thank you. I think all of you understood. If any doubt, you can message me and comment me. Okay, thank you.